Alright, so that's set. Let's turn the music down again. Alright. Yep, that's working. Good. And this is good. That's working. Alright. Listen to that real quick. Test, test. Hey everyone, welcome to my stream. It's been a long time since I've uploaded anything. I apologize for that, but life's been hectic. Today I'm just gonna do some random gameplay. This game in particular is called Survivalist Invisible Strain. It's early access game and it's tough. Um, and you don't get much of a tutorial during the game, so keep that in mind as you play. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do a new game today. You'll notice that being that it's early access, the only thing it's actually providing is sandbox play. And in the background, I currently have my YouTube audio library going in. Um, and when I upload the video later, I will add in the total playlist, as well as recognition where it's needed. Alright, for an early access game, graphics aren't too bad, it's very cartoonish, but it does give you a wide range of adjustments you can make, male, female. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do female this time. Let's go with Star. Sky Song. Sky Song shall be this character. We will name the... What do we want to name our group? Let's just call it Far Stepper. Quest. There we go. Far Step Request. I know that's not how you spell it, but that is the name I use for my YouTube channel. You can go from anywhere from 80 years old all the way down to 18-year-old. I prefer to go between 25 and 30 years old. That way it gives you enough experience, for me, I love playing based off of role play. So it gives you enough age where you can give it a little ways of how you want to do the character. We will do a little bit of tan, make her a surfer girl. Let's see. Yeah, why not? We'll make her blonde. Blue eyes. Nah. Let's go chocolate brown eyes with dirty blonde hair. Yeah, there we go. Let's give her a lot of freckles. Make her a little on the nerdy side. Give her a little substance. Unfortunately, on this one, you can't really tell a whole lot of difference. But again, as I said, it's an early access game. As you can see, you can't really do a whole lot with a lot of it, but it does give you advanced slices. In my experiences, giving the character a little weight actually reduces their hunger size. I mean, their hunger meter, which we'll get into that once the game gets started. We'll make her perky, small and perky. Um, that's just for basic physical description. You can also customize the face, which we'll do an in-depth character creation another time. You also get clothes. Now, here's something out of the box that this developer does. When you let's see, there we go. When you go here, you have points that you can disperse any clothes. Depending on what time of the year, depends on more or less points you get for clothing. So if you start in summer, I believe it is, you only get like 4. Early spring, winter, you get like 6, I believe. We're going to go ahead and make her a pretty, pretty princess. Because we're going to start, I think, mid-spring. There isn't a whole lot of clothing assortments you can have for your character. But hey, go with the pink cap. Let's see. Let's see. Another thing that they do differently in this game is they have what's installation. As you can see up here, I got a total of 2, 4, I believe that's 6 installations. You see, as you take them off, you lose installation. Installation will help you survive longer because you do get affected by wet and cold and heat in this game. So keep that in mind as you select your clothes and the time of season you're wanting to start. Equipment, same thing. You are very limited. I mean, it's basically you're a survivor. You just and my story for them, since they get so little points for gear, is that they my character in this case it'll be what name did I give her? Star. Um, is going to be survived all this time in a college campus that has just got overrun. Now, keep in mind as you select your gear, you can pick up lots of gear throughout the game, but what you're starting with depends on what kind of survival you're intending on doing. I mean, you can go straight up Raider style, go guns and whatnot, Zombie Slayer, or just a survivalist. Like, for me, I usually start with the axe, a backpack, and a tent bag. It gives you something to cut wood in the beginning, extra stories as you're looting, which is very important. You'll see as we start. And a tent that allows you to set up basically a temporary home for wherever you go. Um, in this case, and you also got food and stuff you can start with. I am going to go ahead and start her with an axe, my normal. Um, yeah, we'll go with my normal right now. Just a basic survivalist. Just out there, just surviving the world. Makes it more rewarding. Now you also got skill points. You can randomize them or you can select them, but you only have 6 points. And keep in mind, the more points you take in one skill, the more it costs to go up. 3 stars cost me a total of 6 points. So you need to also decide what kind of survival, how has your character survived. You could do archery, you could do firearms, stealth, so on and so forth. In my character's case, I think I'm gonna go ahead and go with uh, let's go ahead and go with construction. Oh, that's another thing. As you choose your skills, the level of your skill depends on what you can do in the world. Like a higher constructions will allow you to create stone walls, but that also puts you at average or below average on everything else. So I'm gonna go construction, fitness, mm, hand to hand, stealth, uh, go, mm, go cooking, and farming. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and take construction off and put it somewhere else. Let's put it, no, I have to take one more point off because 2 stars is gonna cost me 2 points. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and take hand to hand off and add it to cooking. Why I did that will make sense later as we progress in the game. Now, another cool thing these guys do, a lot different from a lot of other survival games, is like the original Fallout franchise, you could actually choose what kind of character you wanted. Like bisex, gay, straight, what kind of sexual, which do actually impact your gameplay with the NPCs. We're gonna go by, um, I think we'll go with moral, flirty, mm, like spicy food. Yeah, why not? I can't eat spicy food in real life, so. We're gonna put unflappable. She's gonna be a nerd. Nah, let's make her a normie. Serious, passive aggressive, bold, skeptical, loyal, friendly, street smart. We'll go with. This one's always hard. Do I want to make them idealistic or do I want to make them cynical? Believe that there's hope for the human race or just think we're all doomed? I think for the purpose of this video, I'm going to go ahead and do, for some reason, let me find out what just happened here. Computer shifted to something else. So, I'm going to go ahead and we'll go idealistic and compassionate. Now, each one of these checks you make will actually impact your relationship with NPCs. So keep that in mind as you choose on what kind of characters you have. Now you got over here to the world. I'm going to start, as I said, we'll go late spring. We're going to start 7 o'clock in the morning. Now you got 4 map size. You can go small, tiny, small, medium, and large. I always play large because even though they're actually a good sized map, they're actually still pretty normal. For purpose of this video, we're going to go ahead and go slightly easier. Now I'll take Invisible Strain off and save tokens, which are designed for uh, character complexity, campaign complexity, whether it's true survival or if it's just an idle survival where with Invisible Strain there is no cure. Once those zombies bite you, you're done. In less than 30 seconds, I think it is. Save tokens, you have to have a crucifix that you can find throughout the campaign if you use it, the game as you use it. And you have to have those to save. Without those, you cannot save. Let's go ahead and go back to close. No, I don't have any points yet. So back to vital stats. And we're going to go ahead and save this character. And yeah, let's get started. Load time can take a long time at times, especially when you do multiplayer online. But for relative, it's pretty quick because you don't have a whole lot of load screens you gotta deal with, except in the beginning where it's generating the map. Alright, and now we go to the maps. As you play, and you can turn these off in your settings, but it gives you, like any other survival or RPG game, it gives you little tutorial statements. Um, if you can hear it, there are zombies in the background. And sometimes when you look over this wall, you'll get lucky and there'll be a random car or something that goes up that way. C allows you to sneak, though that does not guarantee 100% you won't be seen by the zombies or raiders. Because yes, also in this game, solo, you do have to deal with the human elements attacking you. I'll go into further explanation of that later. Alright. But if you're patient, the zombies will move on. But keep in mind, every second you use, your meters are going up. Which we'll go ahead and cover that right fast. F allows you to pause the game. I'll show you how to speed it up here in a bit. F1 allows you to pull up your list, your character sheet, as it is. You got 3 main meters that you can easily read. But you also got the temperature gauge here. I'm not sure how to change it from Celsius to Fahrenheit yet. I haven't figured it out, or if it's even possible. So you'll just have to keep in mind. Luckily, it's color coded. So down dark blue is freezing. Dark but lighter blue is just above freezing, or below, at freezing. Dark blue is below freezing. Gray blue is just above blue. White blue, well, basically gray is your your average temperature. White is it's a perfect day. Pink, orange, or however you see that, is it's starting to get hot and can actually from well, I'll explain that later. Also, as we play, it gets affects your fatigue. All right, right now it says we're at 13 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure why it says that, but that might be the way of the wind. Now here's your skills and stuff. Typical tab setting. Your journal, it lets you know what your quests and stuff are. Your map, as I said, they are pretty large. I mean, there's nothing spectacular, but I'm right here, and I got all this to explore, so it gives plenty of room of exploring. Now, as far as loot drops, I don't know if it randomly does loot drops. I haven't played it long enough to survive long enough for it to have loot respawn. As far as I know, once you pick up the loot, you can't get no more. Then you got your log. Alright, give me one moment and I'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, sorry about that. Had to take care of something. I'm back. Alright, let's get this unpaused. Now, they did a pretty good job on the graphics. Though there are a few areas they're lacking in, like you'll hear it later when like if you slide or something, it makes like a huge sound, even though it would never actually be that loud. I'm assuming it has something to do with early access and the zombies actually being able to pick up the sound. Oh, nice. If you notice on your map, you'll see that the color of the skull is a zombie, and that's a different strain. And this one is a blue strain, and they're one of the fastest and strongest. So we're kind of gonna like see if we can wait them out a little bit. Which it doesn't look like we are gonna be able to. Nope. Shit. I might have to restart already. They do run you down, and your stamina does run out quick, as you can see on the fatigue level. And of course, it stops me right there, right with the zombie on my ass. We need to adjust that setting right now. See what I mean about the sound being off a little bit? So as you can see, I am now bleeding and infected. So yeah, we're gonna have to go ahead and restart the game. As I said, it is not an easy game to play. It's actually ridiculously hard sometimes, especially when you get in one of these random maps and it drops you right in the middle of a bunch of zombies. Alright, I'm calm a little bit. You can quickly end up rage quitting on these games. Now there's a little trick to this when you're playing. When it gets reloads map like this and you load it up, everything is exactly where it's at when you load up. So you can actually work around it. They'll probably fix it later, for the challenge rating, but at the moment they haven't. If you hadn't already figured out, the little tree above my character head is my stealth mode. Long as it's in the green like that, that means I'm successfully hiding. But always keep an eye on your map, because if not, you'll end up like me, swarmed in a heartbeat. So unless you're pretty reckless and don't mind restarting over and over and over again, you can just run. You can even speed up the game and run at top speed and have the whole map explored. If you don't get captured and killed eventually by the zombies who are going to swarm you. Now, this one is one thing I really like about this game. It's a very easy center mouse wheel up and down for what you want to do, and then just straight up mouse click. You use the normal arrow keys or W A S D, in this case C to crouch. I got someone orange behind me. That means they're either raiders or traitors. That's another thing to keep on mind when you're playing this game. The raiders will go through, and the merchants and other bands will go through and take whatever you don't take. So keep that in mind. They mainly, at the moment, they mainly pay attention to food, sometimes guns and ammunition, and water. So if you don't get that stuff before they do, you either gotta kill them or hopefully run into it later. Not quite sure, so I'm hitting F9, which is your save, manual save, and I'll talk to these people. Oh, these guys are just survivalists, okay. And those are also random as well, just keep in mind. While you're playing, you do get random spawns of survivalists. Survivors, I guess is the most proper way of saying it. And sometimes, if you work at it, you can recruit them to your camp. But sometimes they'll go right away, other times they will attack you, thinking you're weak. Okay, we got a bulletproof vest now. Nice, that's gonna help. For any new player, I would not advise moving around like I am with my character right now. Because it's a very risky thing. Because zombies can spawn in or pop in anywhere. So until you get used to the mechanics, I advise crouching as much as you can. The reason why I'm going along the road, just also a heads up, following the road is extremely dangerous because raiders use it all the time. And bad camps do spawn in, militant camps and stuff like that. They will take you for a ride or they will kill you. And when you start with nothing, damn it. Alright. As I said, zombies can pop him anywhere. So we're just gonna sit here for a minute and let the zombies do their thing and hopefully outweigh them before our meters, because you can starve to death and die of thirst, by the way, as well as hypothermia. Just figured I'd throw that out there. It's what I call a true survival game. It's annoying. The mechanics still are clunky and there's a lot of stuff you can work out there. But it gives a lot of games like 7 Days to Die and Red Dead Redemption. It has potential to give them all a run for their money. While I'm waiting for the zombies to get past me, I'm also doing multitasking in the background. So, which is another thing I would suggest to do if you're good at when you get stuck in a situation like my character is with the zombies. You multitask. I'm also putting my videos on a few discords that I've been fortunate enough to be allowed to join. Hopefully to bring some more people to join us. Alright. Alright. Let's get back at it. Hopefully the zombies are gone. I don't hear them. Alright. Plus, let's raid this thing. I think I was wrong. I hear... Yeah, they're still around me. Alright. I'm going to do something else I'm going to advise you not to do if you're a beginner. I'm actually going to take these two zombies on and hope I don't get swarmed. Save. Save, 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 save. That is the best advice I can give for any of these. Alright. Let's go ahead and scavenge. It's taken me many hours to be able to do what I just did. So please, don't just jump in and do it. Alright, here's the next thing. Towns are very good for loot and very nice for base starting if you can. But they are extremely dangerous as well. Alright, let's see what we can do. One of the main reasons why they are dangerous is they usually have swarms of zombies. Again, I'm doing another tactic I would always advise against. It's called a bait and switch. Bring them out, and then you attack them. You never keep them close to it, because you'll get thrown really quick. Now you got these arrows over here. They allow you to take anything that is not equipped or trade anything that is not equipped. For reference. As you can see in the background, the little town that I avoided is a bad town. They're threatening to kill the two survivalists that we talked to earlier because they're trying to seek warmth. So yeah, they're very bad people. But as I said, you try to bait and switch, lead the zombies out one by one, especially when you just started. Because once you start attacking them, the other zombies can hear, and then now it's, even with the weakest strain, which is the green strain, you're now going against 8 or 9 of them at one time. Not impossible, but also not easy. You saw how quickly those other two came out. Some are slower like these two. That's because they're taking leg damage or something. Alright, we survived that first batch. Now, if you don't want to, you don't have to take everything like I do. But I try to get as much as I can for various reasons. And one of those reasons is to create rags. Others are because clothes may get dry or get wet crossing a river or rain or snow, and you want to be able to switch between them. But the main reason is because you can get money for them. Not a whole lot of money, especially until you get a relationship built up, but you can get some. And you are very, very limited on how much stuff you can carry. Which I wasn't sure about when I first started the game, so keep that in mind when you play. You have to be very, very careful on what you pick. Because everything weighs. And it's usually a lot more weight than normal. Alright. We are heading back to the town. Double check these, make sure I grabbed what I could out of them. Now we go to crouch. Alright guys, I will be back. I have some things to take care of my IRL. Alright, everyone. It's only been a short one, but due to IRL stuff, I'm gonna have to go ahead and call the stream. I'll try to make one tomorrow, longer and more to the fact. So, again, sorry for such a short stream, and I hope y'all enjoyed what there is of it. Have a good night.